Hello Drive Radio fans, Richard Rush here today with John Rush behind the camera, and here is the long review of the 2014 Land Rover LR4, the HSE package, which is their high luxury package. This car as it sits is about $66,000. It's right in that luxury range, but it still gives you all of the off-road capabilities that you have. As we kind of get on the inside of the car, you can see everything that this car offers. It has a lot of different features, but when you do get off-road, which we didn't get a ton of time off-road, but it has a lot of different modes to select, but we'll show you that on the inside. As far as the exterior goes, you can see it still has the Land Rover look. You're not going to mistake it for another car going down the road. Still has a little bit of a boxy feel to it, and for me, I guess, Dad, you did own one back in 2000, and I was what, about 8 years old then. I still remember that car. In the car, the look hasn't changed too much overall though. Really do like this car. Has a supercharged V6 in it. Was able to average 18 miles to the gallon. But the nice thing about this car is it does have a quick get up and go when you need it. It has the ability to merge into traffic, get alongside someone if you need to, or get past someone if you need to. Really is great. Has some different packages on it. Like I said, the luxury package gives you some different features, raising and lowering the height of the vehicle if you want to go off-road. We'll talk about that a little bit more on the inside. And we'll show you you can't really see the top of it, but we will show you. It does have a not a sunroof for all of the vehicles, but you can see through. It has a clear top for not only the second row, but also the third row. The window doesn't go all the way back, but it gives you, I don't know, it kind of brings some sunlight into the actual car. So that being said, let's take a drive, see how that goes, and we'll come back and show you the interior.
All right, fans, I'm going to take over the driving portion. Richard's behind the camera now, and as he's been talking about through the review already, 2014 LR4. Gotta get your seatbelt on, Richard. Start over.
Okay, just go ahead and start.
All right, fans, I'm going to take over for the driving portion on the LR4 that we're reviewing, 2014 LR4, which has got a supercharged V6, which actually, as you can tell, runs extremely well. Works good. This car's got a nice ride, comfortable, yet still has all of the off-road capability that a lot of you that have known Land Rover over the years have come to love and enjoy. So you've got to determine if the price tag at $66,000 justifies all of the things that this particular car offers. I'm a unique individual. I kind of like Land Rovers. I know a lot of my listeners even debate me on that back and forth. You know, what's the quality like, how good's the vehicle, etc. I, for one, I like Land Rover. I'm kind of unique. I like unique vehicles. This car has a lot of different features to it that other cars that it competes with, other SUVs it competes with, does not offer. You'd have to just ask yourself, are all those extra features worth it for you and the price tag? Any good solid SUV you're going to pay a minimum of $50,000 for in this particular size. So you've got to determine, okay, is this particular price tag on this car worth it? But again, watch the rest of our review as we go through the interior portion of it. Hope you enjoy it. And again, 2014 LR4, 18 miles to the gallon with a supercharged V6.
Okay, fans, we are back after the driving portion. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And now we're here to show you the rear of the car. Some very cool features. It is a hatch type system. So you open up the back, goes up, so you can still set stuff in. As you can see, we do have one seat up. But a nice feature on this is there's just a little button to throw this down. And you throw it down and you can actually just let it sit down. And it's not too heavy, so you can just let it fold, but you can set anything that you want to on here. It lets you kind of put that there. There's a nice little flap here covering the hinges, so you're not going to catch groceries, whatever it is on there. Easy to slide in. As you can see, one seat is set up, and you can see how much room you do have with the other seat back. There's not a ton of room to put cargo and gear right in here if you have both seats up. Something to consider. Something also to consider, which we were just talking about. We just reviewed recently the Lexus GX 460, and it has automatic up and down rear seats. This car does not, which is a little bit of a pain. However, this car is meant to go off-roading, and so if you're going to go off-roading, I would probably not recommend to stick someone with too much size in the back seat. It's going to be very uncomfortable, not very good. However, the back seats are raised up, so if you are kind of off-roading and they want to see what's in front of you, you can see that. So with that being said, let's go on down to the back seat, show you that. On the interior of this car, we will note it does have a very nice, soft interior. Land Rover has done a good job, and even in this back seat, I'm raised up a little bit as well. So overall, car's very nice. Has quite a bit of room here. I am about what, 5'9", 5'10". The seat is back a little bit, so not quite as much room as what was in that Lexus. But again, two different kind of styles of cars, two different markets that they're shooting for. This is more of a luxury off-road vehicle. It does have the climate controls in the back up here, and as we've mentioned, I don't know if you can get this, Dad, but here is the sunshade, so you can put it up, still get some sunlight through. This window doesn't go back, but it is just nice to bring the light actually into the vehicle from I guess the second and third row as well. And as you can see, your climate controls, and it does have heated seats here in the back. So that being said, let's head on over to the front. And with the front, Land Rover has done a nice job on the interior of this car. One thing I would say is the display right here for $66,000, you don't get a lot of display. It is a touch screen, and as we kind of fire it up, you can kind of see what that's like, but you don't get a lot for that. It's a small screen, probably 6 inches or so. This is different. This gear selector, when the car is off, goes down. When it's on, goes up. And it's kind of like the Dodge Selector that's up here on the dash. It gets you the ability to change some things. And as you saw there are the different selectors here, the mode selectors, and we'll show you this, and then I'll kind of go through, and Dad, if you can kind of show them the little display right there. As you cycle through, it shows you the different modes, so grass and snow, mud ruts, sand, and then if you get into the rock crawl, it'll ask you to throw it into a lower gear if you need to. So gives you the 5 different modes, you could say. It also gives you access level height, so if you're going into if you need to raise the car, if you're going over some rocks, or if you need to fit the car into your garage, gives you a chance to lower it just a few inches. But overall, really like this car. Everything was easy to use. Has been a while since we've driven the Land Rover, so overall this car was nice. We'll say a nice feature, just kind of my plug here. When you do enter the car, it has, what did you call those lights, Dad? The
puddle lamps.
The puddle lamps, where it actually shows the picture of the Land Rover on the ground before you get into the car. So
it's right down in this area.
Yep, right down. It shows you the outline of the car. So cool feature. I mean, I don't know if that would push you over the edge to buy the car, but something to consider. So overall, really like this car. Smooth ride, as you noticed in the driving portion. Great get up and go, but overall great. So that's it for this review. Join us every Saturday here in Denver, 10 until 1 on AM 560 The Source. If you found us on YouTube, head to our website and you can see the written portion of this review, drive-radio.com. If you found us on the website, head to YouTube, which is just Drive Radio. No links, you can just click on the video right now, pull it up on YouTube, that pulls up to a page. But thanks for tuning in. Enjoy.